Okay, ladies and gentlemen, very quickly, for those of you that are watching the videos and or are looking for the extra help, here is a little bit of extra help. Let's do a couple homework problems. If xm equals 4 and xn equals 6 and nz equals 9, find xy. Now, the first thing you need to remember is that you need to read the problems carefully. And you have xm, but we're looking for xy. To find the whole xy, I can do one of two things. I can either say 4 is to 6 as x is to 9 and find that. And I say, oh, gee, that x is going to be 6. So then I say 6, and that's going to be 10. So that will be xy is 10. Alternatively, what I could do is I could say 4 is to 6 as, well, this whole thing is 15. So since the 6 would go with the 15, we put it here, find the missing piece, y. And so you end up with 60 equals 6y, y equals 10. So it works out very nicely. So that's number 1. Now let's go and do something a bit more difficult. Let's go down here and do number 8. All right, if I'm going to go look at number 8, that means I have something like this. Parallel, remember it's important that they're parallel. I got 1/2 y plus 20, 3y, 20 minus x, and 2x minus 5. So you have something like this that says find x minus y. Well, the other thing is you'll notice these are congruent. So if I know those are congruent, that makes this, in fact, parallel and halfway, makes it a mid-segment. So I can say 3y equals 1/2 y plus 20. And I'm going to subtract 1/2 y, and I get 2 and 1/2 y equals 20. And so that's going to be 5/2 y equals 20. Y equals, and let's do 2/5. 2/5, cancel 4, you get 8. So if y equals 8, that means I have this equals 24. And let's see if this makes sense. Well, 1/2 of 8 would be 4. 4 plus 20, yep, that's 24. Now, if I know that, I can set them equal to one another. I can say 24 over 24 equals 20 minus x over 2x minus 5. Now, by the way, for some of you sneaky folks that might have noticed, if these two are congruent and these are parallel, these two have to be congruent, but just in case. So let's reduce that 1 and 1, and so I get 2x minus 5 equals 20 minus x by cross multiplying. And so I get x, double check myself here, 2x minus 5, and 2, yeah, very good. I need to add x, add x, so I get 3x, and add 5, and I come up with 25. Let's see if that makes sense. Yep. And so x equals 8 and 1/3. 8 and 1/3. If I do that, I can find any missing pieces up there. So that's using problems like that. If I do problem like this one down here, again, I can say this is to this, this is to this. And once I know y, then I can plug in and say, well, these two are equal and set them equal. So for 9, all you would have to do is say 12 minus 3y equals 16 minus 5y, and solve for y, and 1/4 x plus 6 equals 2x minus 29, and solve those out. Now, alternatively, let's go over here. What do we know about number 18? Well, it says that I have K, J, L, H, P, M. And I have 57 degrees here. And it says JH, JP, and PH are mid-segments, which means if I have mid-segments, that means this line and this line are parallel. So if this is 57, if that's 57, and what does this one have to be? It has to be 57 as well, because remember, this triangle here equals this triangle here. So if I take it, turn it, and flip it, If this is 57, this is 57. If I knew that this were 40, I would know that this is 40. I would also know that this is 40, and I would know that is 40. And all that is by using parallel lines as they go through. So a couple little extra problems to help you out.